Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to Fantasy Premier League with FPL Wizard. I hope you're all fine. I hope you're all having a great season, a great time. I hope you're enjoying the cold winters that have arrived all over the world. So with this, I welcome you to today's stream, guys. And before we get started, so last week, I had a decent enough performance, was doing well until the very last game in which Cole Palmer decided to go crazy and score 18 points, which kind of did not bode well for my Haaland captaincy. Until then, I was having a really good week. I was gonna break into the top 2 million, but unfortunately, Haaland just scored one goal, and then Cole Palmer decided to go crazy and kind of scored 2 penalties and stuff. So anyways, it was all in all, it was a decent week. But the more important news this week is that we have the new chip, guys. We have the assistant manager chip now. They've revealed the mystery chip, so it's the assistant manager chip. And in this chip, if you click on the info, add a manager to your team to score points for 3 consecutive games, right? So the assistant manager chip can be used once in a season. Your initial manager selection will not cost a transfer. Any further manager transfer will cost a free transfer or -4 if you do not have a free transfer. So manager is basically just considered as a player. So if you've got 2 players from the same team, only then you can have a manager. But if you have 3 players from one team, then you cannot take the manager off that particular team, right? And based on the goals, based on the wins, based on the losses, the points will be decided. This chip cannot be cancelled once you activate it, and it will stay activated for the next 3 game weeks. So once you have activated this assistant manager chip and it will become available in Game Week 24, then you cannot use any other chip in that duration. So it has to be very, very carefully used, because, like, for example, if you're planning to use another chip in the coming next 3 game weeks, so you cannot use this assistant manager chip at that moment in time, right? So Game Week 24 supposedly is a very popular game in week in which actually when the chip is going to become available. I think many people are going to use that in that game week itself, because it's a double game week, so people might want to bring in Arna slot and might want to take the advantage. But I personally, the way I play conservatively, I might want to wait and watch and see and plan as to how this I'm going to use this chip. So not going into too much detail, guys. It is interesting, but I think it's a little bit too intrusive into the game, because the thing is, they're asking you to take money out of your existing team. It's not like a separate chip in which, like, they give you a chip and you're allowed to play it. They're actually asking you to kind of take budget out of your current squad and then put that money on the manager, and then you, in the next 3 game weeks, you can transfer out a manager, you can bring in a new manager. So there's lots of, like, a game within a game kind of. So it's nice, but it is kind of overcomplicating things a little bit, in my personal opinion. So not talking too much about the chip right now, guys. Let's move on and answer your questions. Hey Jared, Jackson, Neil, Juggernaut, Geeta, welcome to the stream, guys. Great to have you here. And Jackson says, hey Wiz. Neil says, hey Wiz, hope all's well. Team is locked, rolling the 2 free transfers. That's great, mate. And that's a great position to be in. If you're in a position to roll your transfers, that's great. Hey Juggernaut, I hope you're doing well. Hey Jackson, what transfers are you making? My transfers, I'm gonna make two or three transfers today. I think my team needs to move on a little bit, and that's what I'm gonna do right now. I think I'm gonna move on a couple of my players today, and I'm gonna make my transfers with like 15 minutes to go. So I hope you kind of hang tight, and you'll see what transfers I make. Gabriel benched. What? Gabriel benched? What does that mean? 1 to bench from Mbumo. or Rogers or Strand Larson. I would bench Rogers, mate. I'd play Mbumo and I'd play Strand Larson. You know. Gabriel, obviously I'll play. I would not bench Gabriel. I would play Gabriel. What, Gabriel Magalhaes? Oh, no. Nothing. Alright, let's move on. So basically I expect Gabriel to play. I don't expect Gabriel is going to be on the bench. I expect Gabriel to play this game. But even if he doesn't play, it's not going to be that he's going to come on after halftime, so it's all cool. The main question of the day today is, in my opinion, is whether to captain Cole Palmer or to captain Salah. That's the question, which is the more pertinent one. So I'm going to put it out to the poll. And with 30 minutes to go, I think I'm going to close the poll and we'll see what everybody votes for. So I'm putting it out for the chat to kind of vote, and we're going to take it from there. To be honest with you, if you ask my personal opinion, I think they're both great captaincy options. Alright, I'll tell you the advantages of captaining both of them. For example, if you want to captain Salah, I can offer you some positive points. The positive points for Salah are that Fulham is not having their first choice central defenders. Both of their first choice central defenders are not available. I think Bassi is suspended and Anderson is kind of injured, right? So they're gonna go. I think they're gonna have to play. What's his name? The guy was transferred from West Ham. I just kind of totally skipped my mind. Just a second, guys. I don't know what I totally. What's his name, guys? It starts from I. Damn it. Just a second. I'm gonna have a look here. Yeah, Issa Diop. Right, so Issa Diop is gonna play, and then he's gonna have to partner another kind of makeshift defender because they don't have Bassi available because he's suspended. They don't have Anderson available. So I think that is what goes for Salah a little bit. But also you have to notice that Salah plays against somebody called Anthony Robinson, who did really well against Saka last week, right? So Saka and Salah, kind of the similar kind of players. They kind of want to kind of cut inside and make space, but away from home and at home is kind of different, in my opinion. So I think Salah's going to, overall, if you ask me, I think he's going to do well. Palmer, on the other hand, is playing against Brentford, who like to kind of concede a lot of goals. Kind of right now, the defense is absolutely leaky. I don't know how long since they've kept a clean sheet. Maybe they kept one, but overall, I think they were abysmal defense, Brentford. So Palmer is in the form of his life. Chelsea are actually really flying. They're like second in the league table now. So there are lots of things that go for Palmer as well. If you want to ask me what goes against Palmer, so that is, I think Chelsea have struggled against Brentford. If you remember last season, I think Brentford beat them at Stamford Bridge. Obviously they're not the same team, Brentford. They don't have Ivan Toney, but Chelsea have struggled against Brentford a little bit, but I think that this is a different Chelsea. This is a Maresca Chelsea. It's not the same as last season at all. So I would not be deterred to captaining Cole Palmer, anyway. Right, so Neil says captain is the problem this game week, Palmer or Salah. Owning both is fine. It all depends on which one do you feel is going to bang. You go with your instinct in this one. There's no like choosing the right one or the wrong one. I think they're both good options. I think even above Saka, I think Palmer and Salah are the first choice captains this week, to be honest with you. PSA, Jared says, I have sold Watkins and Lewis this week, so they will definitely haul lots soon. Well, I can tell you Lewis is not going to haul this week. I'm not sure about Watkins. But yeah, I know how you feel, mate. It's all cool. Don't worry, they're not going to haul. Zara says, hey Wiz, hey Zara, I hope you're doing well. Hey Light Rays, welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing well. Yash says, what transfer did you make this week, Wiz? I did not make any transfer, Yash. I still have 3 free transfers, and I'm planning to make all 3 of them on the stream today. It's going to be 15 minutes before the stream I make my transfers, because we've got lots of games starting at the same time today. We've got Arsenal, Everton, Liverpool, Fulham, Newcastle, Leicester, Wolves, Ipswich, and Nottingham Forest, and I think Wolves and Ipswich. Yeah, 4 games. Arsenal, Liverpool, Newcastle, and Wolves. 4 games starting at the same time. So I think we're gonna have some leaks today, and I'm gonna try to take advantage of the leaks before I make my transfers. So that always helps. For example, if we get the information that Gabriel Magalhaes is starting or he's not starting, so these kind of things, I think we're hoping for some information there. So I'm just hoping for the best, and then I'm gonna make my transfers today. Let's see how it works out. As of now, I have not made any transfers, mate. I've taken the points hit on Rico Lewis as well. He fell in price, but right now, at this moment in time, at this juncture of the season, I feel that information is more valuable than saving 0.1 million. Hey, FPL Sam, it's great to have you here after a long time, mate. Awesome to have you here. I hope you're doing well and having a good season. So I'm just gonna keep checking Twitter. I hope we get some news. I don't think we get some news so early in the day, but you never know. You always have to check. No. As of now, there's no news, but I'm gonna keep checking today. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have. So FPL Focal has posted a message. He says, just received this regarding Gabriel from a good source. Not much help, but sharing anyway, not ruled out at least. Late fitness test for Gabby. So Gabriel will have a late fitness test. That's all he says. Let's hope for the best. Let's see what happens. I already made my transfer. Haaland to Isaac, Mbumo to Salah. I did not have Salah for last 8 weeks. By the way, I was relying on Haaland. That didn't end well. Well, Salah's been on fire this season, mate, and yeah, I hear you. I mean, I was also with Haaland, but I managed to bring in Salah alongside Haaland. Did not help my rank that much, to be honest with you. I'm still down in the doldrums, around 2 million right now, and hope to get a move on really quickly, because we leave it too late, and it'll be more and more difficult to get a move on. Telling you this, so it's always better to kind of get a move on, right now. I have to make 3 transfers today, though. That's the plan at least. Yeah. I also transferred Salah this game week, owning him first time this season. Man, that's awesome. I mean, I've been having Salah for a few weeks, but it's not been helping because, either I've not captained Salah at the right instance, or kind of, he's just been hurting me. His effective ownership has always kind of been against me this season. For example, last week I captained Haaland, and Palmer went on and scored 18 points, and everybody, and their dog had kind of captained Palmer, and I just even after owning Palmer, even after owning Salah and Haaland, I still managed to get an average score when I should have had a really, really good one last week, because I had a Mbumo as well. Sometimes these things happen. You just have to kind of stick around and try to influence things as good as you can. That's all we can do anyway. By the way, guys, the Liverpool double game week has been kind of scheduled in game week 24. So Everton is going to have a double game week, and Liverpool is going to have a double game week. So if any of you own kind of Mikalenko, I would not be looking to transfer him out now, although I did transfer him out last game week for Colville. But if you have him, I would possibly keep him now, because the double game week has been announced in game week 24, and if you definitely want a player for the 2 game weeks. Especially 4.3 million Mikalenko if you can afford it, because many of the people will have the Liverpool players. I don't think many will have Everton players. So if anybody has Mikalenko, I'd possibly keep him for this game, the double game week game. I'm checking Twitter. but as of now, I do not see any leaked information. Meanwhile, before it's too late, I always forget to do this, so I think it's I'm gonna just take you to Twitter, and I'm gonna show you the Jump the Wave by Emma. This account is @JumpTheWave Emma, and she does the predictions as I always show you. So Chelsea's, I think, is fairly predictable. I don't think there's any changes. Kukurea, Gusto, Badiashile, Colville. I mean, they always tend to rotate their central defenders a little bit. I mean, they've got Disasi, they've got Adarbayao, they've got Badiashile. So they kind of rotate them sometimes, but I think the rest are fairly stable. Caicedo, Enzo, I mean, is very popular with the FPL community for the past one game week, I guess. He's become very popular. Everybody's kind of transferring out on Mbumo for Enzo Fernandez. So if anybody is looking to get a 5 million enabler in midfield, you can have a look at Enzo Fernandez, because he's played 4 games at the trot in the Premier League for Chelsea. He's starting to look really good as well. So if you're interested, you looking for a 5 million midfielder, you can think about Enzo Fernandez as well. Madueke, Palmer, Sancho, and Nicholas Jackson. I mean, I like, to be honest with you, I like when Neto starts here instead of Madueke, because I feel that Madueke is a little bit more selfish. He tries to score more, he is less interested in assisting. Pedro Neto, on the other hand, is kind of more all-round kind of game. Spurs lineup. Let's look at the percentages. I don't like looking at these team sheets as much as I like looking at the percentages. So there you go. So Tottenham, I think, fairly stable. The only doubt I think people have is whether Bergwell is going to start or not. When they win, 13%. Jed Spence, 13%. I think Tottenham team mainly is the doubt is between Madison and Bergwell. All the others are fairly kind of stable here. No doubts. Newcastle team always is kind of struggling on this fullback. Otherwise the team is stable. But fullbacks are a little bit kind of, doubtful always for them. So Trippier is 22%, Livramento 78%, Hall is 100%. I think the Livramento and Trippier is the one which they are having the doubt. Hall, I think left back, Share and Burn fairly stable. Isaac 100%. Tonali 90%, 89%, Murphy 78%. So people have a doubt whether Harvey Barnes is going to start or Tonali is going to start. But I think people are interested in Isaac. I think Isaac is going to be starting anyways, no problems. Manchester United fairly stable. I think the doubt is mainly, I think, right wing, whether Amad Diallo is going to start or whether Garnacho is going to start. Højlund is going to start. Rashford is going to start. Mason Mount is 53%. Lenny Euro again 43%. United, I'm not so sure, and I don't think anybody's really interested, because in FPL terms, I mean, Liverpool, this is what I like to see in terms of predictions, guys. I mean, this is absolutely fantastic. Alisson Becker is back, so he's going to start, obviously. Alexander-Arnold, Robertson, Virgil van Dijk, Gomez, not sure how long he's going to start for, because I think Konate is going to be back soon. Salah, Diaz. I think the only doubt maybe people might have is Diaz is going to start or Gakpo is going to start. But I think they're both going to start, and Darwin is the one who misses out. So Gakpo is going to start, or Diaz is going to start as a striker, and Gakpo is going to start on the left wing. I don't think Arne Slot really likes the players of ilk of Darwin Núñez. Chelsea, again, fairly stable. The only, I think, the doubt is always right back, because Gusto 79% and Lavia is 26%. But I don't think there's any doubts. I think the team is fairly stable. We know who's going to start here. Enzo, Sancho, Caicedo, Jackson, Palmer, Madueke, Colville, Badiashile. I already answered that, I guess. Brighton, I don't think anybody's interested. Aston Villa again. Aston Villa is very interesting, the predictions, guys. 50% prediction for Watkins starting, 50% for John Duran. So this is something which you need to kind of take a look at. If you own Watkins, you kind of have to give it a second look. Maybe move him on for Isaac or somebody. So think about it. Arsenal, pretty much, I think right now the defense is all over the place. You never know who's going to start. 68% of the people think that Gabriel is going to start, 100% for Saliba. Calafiori is not going to start. I don't know who voted for him. Kiwi or 37%, Jurien Timber 100%. So the choice is between Kiwior and Gabriel, because Saliba is fine, Timber is fine. I think Partey is again going to start at right back. Jurien Timber can start at left back, because Zinchenko is not fit, so they don't really have a left back. If you look at the game in the Champions League of Arsenal, Lewis Miles Skelly started the game. He's a youngster, so even people are voting. 32% people voted for Skelly to start at left back. So, Arsenal defense is a little bit minefield right now, guys. So I really wouldn't want to go close unless I own Saliba or Jurien Timber, or maybe David Raya. All the other positions like fullbacks are kind of up in the air right now, so be a little bit wary about the Arsenal defense. Manchester City again, the real ones which you're interested in, maybe Haaland. Rico Lewis has a red card, not going to start. De Bruyne I think is going to start. In defense they've got Guardiola, Ruben Diaz, Walker, and I think it was who else is going to start? Walker, Ruben Diaz, Guardiola. Edison's going to start over Ortega Moreno according to the fans. Who else is going to start in defense? Ake is not starting. Akanji is 13%. 1, 2, 3. So if Lewis is not going to start, then people are thinking Simon Pusso is going to start, but I don't think so. So I'm going to have to kind of make up, are going to have to start somebody in the defensive position. I don't know who that is going to be, or maybe they're going to change a formation. Nobody knows. Let's see if we have the... Alright, I think we've gone too far back. Let's see if we got the Manchester City lineup so that we can actually see what they're actually predicting. United, Newcastle, Brighton, Spurs, Chelsea. No, they've not posted the lineup. Anyways, guys, I think that's enough for the predictions. Let me answer the questions. Hey Todd, welcome to the stream. Great to have you here. Why is the chat not appearing on the screen is the question. There's always something or the other going on. There you go. Fixed it somehow. I heard Nunez might start at right back. Yeah, I guess they have to make shift, because there's not many options there, mate. Yasa says, hi Vizak, is Isaac in for Jackson a good move? Really want Isaac, don't have the funds to let go of Chris Wood or Cunha. I think that's fine. If you want to move on Jackson for Isaac, I think that's perfectly fine, mate. Although, Chelsea have a good fixture spread over the next few weeks, but the problem is Jackson is not the talisman of the Chelsea team. And also, the shares are spread a lot in Chelsea. If the power is concentrated or the points are concentrated in Chelsea, they're going to be with Palmer. Otherwise, Madueke is there, Sancho, Pedro Neto, Jackson, Palmer, even Enzo's kind of chipping in now. So I think, in my opinion, you can move on Jackson for Isaac, yes. Neil says, remember the last double game week with Everton and Liverpool? Everton had 2 clean sheets. It always happens like that, right? We all get excited about double game weeks, and in the end, the unexpected happens always, mate. So yeah, I always do remember. Right. Yes, Yasas says, I've got 3 free transfers. Planning to get in Saka for Bruno, Colwill for Gabriel, and Hall for Rico Lewis. I think it's a good entry point for Saka. I think it's a good entry point for Colwill, and also a good entry point for Hall as well. I'm not against these transfers, mate. I think they're really alright transfers. Saka is fine. Colwill is good. Hall again, short term, has got a decentish fixture run short term. So yeah, I think these are good moves to make. Yes, us, in my opinion. Let me head over to Twitter and kind of just check if we have any updates or anything. But Saturday leaks for game week 16 says Sam FPL. As of now, there's no updates, but he's made a thread as Sam and he says I'm going to update Saturday leaks. So yeah, let's see if he updates anything here. There's somebody trying to make fun. Arsenal versus Everton, a bit of winter sun on an afternoon, the great Kevin Campbell. Nothing. Hope we get some team news out of the deadline. Disappointing lack of it, says Sam Martin. So no Leicester news by Sam Martin today, according to his tweet. If I get any news, I'll let you know, guys. All right. Yasas Rianstaras Mir says, hey, is any news on Gabriel? I'm waiting for the news as well, mate. I'm checking Twitter regularly. If I have any news, I'll let you know. Geeta says, one to buy from Hodgson from Bournemouth or Badiashile from Chelsea. I'd buy Hodgson from Bournemouth, mate. I'm not sure about Badiashile, whether he's going to play all the games or not, because they've got 3 players competing for the same position. They're competing, for example, Badiashile is competing with Adarbayao, Toisin Adarbayao, and he's competing with Axel Dizazi as well. So I'm not really sure about Badiashile. I think you might as well go for Hudson. Isas says, hi, is Isaac in for Jackson a good move? Really wanted Isaac, don't have the funds to let go. I think I answered that, yeah. Yeah. Really wanted Isaac, but don't have the funds for him, so I'll have to hold Jackson, I guess. Jackson for this game week against Brentford is not bad at all, mate. I'm not saying that he's bad, but the thing is, it all depends upon your kind of, it all depends upon how long you planning to hold Isaac for. I think this game week was a really good entry point for Isaac if you really wanted him, right? So that's the whole thing. But otherwise, I think either or. Jackson is not bad, but I feel that the ceiling for Isaac is more, because he's on penalties as well. He creates as well. He scores. He's kind of talisman of Newcastle. Jackson is nowhere near being talismanic for Chelsea. He might get similar points, but he's not talismanic. So you always play the odds, mate. That's all I want to say. How good is Mitoma? Mitoma is goodish. I don't know how good is he. He's a fantastic player. The problem is he's not been delivering that much. Again, a good entry point for Mitoma. He's got a good fixture against Crystal Palace, West Ham, Brentford, and after that he's got a bit of a tough run of games against Aston Villa, Arsenal, Ipswich away, Manchester United away. So if you want to get Mitoma now, I think this is the game week you have to get him. Ahmed says, Haaland out, Rodgers out, Lewis out, Jackson in, Saka in, Arnold in. I would do Haaland out, Rodgers out, and Lewis out, and I'd bring in Isaac, Saka, and Arnold, not Jackson, Saka, and Arnold. SH says, hey Viz, how are you? What is your transfer plan for this game week? SH, I'm fine. Thank you so much for asking. My transfer plan, I'm going to kind of make my transfers with 15 minutes to go. I'm kind of just kind of finalizing the transfers in my mind. So give me 15 minutes and I'll make the transfers live on the stream itself. Missed the last 2 game week deadlines, have 5 free transfers. Well, Zara's done it, guys. One of the first people on our stream and from our community to kind of get to 5 free transfers is Zara. So I'm always gonna remember that. But that has happened not because of the plan, but because of missing the deadlines. So that's one thing which I don't like. But at least she's done, gone and done it. Yeah. So you've got Larson, Haaland, Raul, all are good. Foden, Salah, Mbumo, Semenyo, all are good. Although I don't like Foden, I like Kevin De Bruyne more than Foden. You don't have Palmer, right? You need to get Palmer. It's gonna kill your rank. Gabriel, Aitnouri, Greaves, Faiz, Johnson. To be honest with you, I would take out Haaland, Zara. I think your team needs an overhaul. And I think the money comes from Haaland. You need to get Palmer. You need to get Palmer and you need to get Saka as well. Upgrade Foden to Saka and upgrade Mbumo to Palmer. And take out Haaland for somebody like Isaac. Haaland to Isaac. Mbumo to Saka. Foden to Palmer. And I don't know how much money you would have left, but let me know how much money you would have after making these transfers, and then I'm going to tell you the next 2 transfers to make. All right, suggest you, according to the best of my ability. You will sell Haaland finally, says Ahmed. Maybe, Ahmed, maybe. You're going to have to wait and watch, mate. Like a mini wildcard, Zara. Azmir says, what's your plan in Gabriel if in case Gabriel is definitely out? I'll put him on the bench, mate. I'm gonna make my transfers right now. So the player which I'm bringing in, I'm gonna play that, and I'm gonna put Gabriel on the bench. Because I'd want Gabriel in the longer term, don't really want to sell Gabriel. All right, so it's I'm gonna close the polls and I'm gonna show you what is the result. So 56% voted for Palmer and 43% voted for Salah. I mean, I guess some people really don't want to captain Salah because of the fact that it's the first game of the game week, and once he doesn't deliver, he might not. You might have a bad game week, or you just have a bad weekend. And sometimes this is a consideration. All the people blame it on Gandhi and they say that it's the rule that you don't captain in the first game week, but really it's a psychology. And once the player blanks, it's a hard time watching all the other games from behind your sofa. I get the point. What's your transfer this week, Wiz? I'm gonna make my transfers with like 10 more minutes to go, 12 more minutes to go. Wait, I'm still thinking. Start Semenyo or Wood? Start Guardiola or Kirkez? I will start Wood. Even though Nottingham Forest don't have the best fixture, I would start Wood over Semenyo. I would start Guardiola over Kirkaz. Replace Mbumo or play Rodgers? I have 2 free transfers. I'd replace Mbumo, mate. To be honest with you, last week he did really well, but the fixtures are getting really difficult for Brentford now. I think the good run for Mbumo of fixtures is really over for Mbumo. So if you have a good replacement for Mbumo, maybe somebody like a Jared Bowen, maybe a Gordon, I think you can think about it. Zara says Haaland to Isaac, Mbumo to Saka, Foden to Palmer. I'll have 1.1 after making these transfers. 1.1, right? So you'll have 1.1 in your bank. Larson, Isaac, Raul. All right, so you got Gabriel, Aitnouri, Greaves, Faze, and Johnson. Then you have to upgrade. Maybe Greaves. Maybe Faze or Greaves or Johnson. I guess you upgrade Johnson. Johnson to maybe somebody like a Colville. And even if you sell Semenyo or Rodgers, you will have the money to get because you got Raya. Raya's already eating up your funds, so yes, I get your point. Maybe I'll move Johnson to a Colville or a Johnson to a Munoz, whichever one you want. That would be my 4th transfer, and I hold on to 1 transfer, mate. Bakalu says, hey, can you suggest replacement for Bruno, Cunha, Aitnouri, and maybe for Hall and Joao Pedro? Why would you want to replace Hall against Leicester at home, mate? I think he's going to play, and I think he has a good chance to do well. If I was you, I'd keep Hall. Joao Pedro, I think, has a great fixture against Crystal Palace. I would not transfer him out at all. Cunha again, Ipswich home. This is not a good. Aitnouri again, Ipswich at home. I think this is not the point to transfer them out. Maybe Bruno, if you want, you can move him on for Jared Bowen. If you want, you can move him on for a Gordon if you want. But this is not the time to transfer them out, mate, to be honest with you. This is a time to kind of hold on to your players. They all have got good fixtures, and give them a chance at least. Imran says, evening, Wiz. Good evening, mate. I hope you're doing well. I hope your team is doing well in FPL as well. So we've got 25 minutes to go. I'm gonna kind of make my transfers soon. I'm still waiting on some news or some leaks or anything of that sort. Maybe tell us whether Gabriel is starting or not. Let's see. So by the way, I was just scrolling on Twitter, and I got this I got this interesting update from this guy called FPL Updates and Tips. Right, so he's discussing the captain picks, and I actually would like to show you this. I think it's good to show you this myself. Hang on, guys, I'll show you this. I'll read it out to you, but I'll also show you this so that you can all have a look and you can make a decision fair and square. This is a good account. If you want to follow him, you should. So he says GameWeek 16 captain picks. Salah, Fulham home. Has an incredible 10 double-digit hauls this season. This is absolutely incredible. In this 10 game weeks, 16 game weeks, he's got 10 double-digit hauls, or 15 game weeks. So just 5 non-double-digit hauls for Salah is insane, guys. Blank just twice. League leading 21 goal involvements. Leeds midfielders rested last weekend. Fulham have conceded just 7 goals away from home. So this is one negative for Salah, right? And now with Palmer, in the last 3 game weeks, Salah's got 13, 13, 18. Palmer's got 14, 7 and 18. So obviously Salah has the edge. Even against Manchester City, he's got 13 points. I mean, Newcastle 18, same as Cole Palmer. And I captained Haaland. Anyways, Saka had 18, 3 and 2, so Saka's nowhere in the race. I mean, he's a good option, to be honest with you, but as compared to Salah and Palmer, not good. So let's read about Palmer now. Everything 8.3 points per match, 18 goal involvements, including 6 goal involvements in the last 3 games, 5 double-digit hauls as compared to Salah's 10. Chelsea have scored 2+ goals in their last 4 games. Brentford have conceded 14 goals away from home. Historically, Brentford are Chelsea. As I told you, I already told you this, right? Brentford are Chelsea's bogey team, having not beaten them in the last 5 league meetings. I think this is a good point for Chelsea to start beating Brentford. And this is a good price, the good time for Chelsea to be facing Brentford when Chelsea are flying and Brentford are not. So these are some of the points, mate. You can decide what you want to do. I mean, they don't have points on Saka, so I don't know. Maybe they're not even recommending Saka. I really don't know. No more leaks, I guess. I can't find any leaks today. Anyways, let's come back and answer your questions. Who would you bench between Enzo and Semenyo? I would bench Enzo, mate. Especially if you have Palmer, I would bench Enzo. Faiz Mohammed says I was Watkins to Havertz. What do you think? Yes or no? Watkins to Isaac is my preferred move. Watkins to Havertz, if you want to do it, is alright, to be honest with you. I prefer Saka from Arsenal much more than I do Havertz, to be honest with you. Especially even in the Champions League, he started Gabriel Jesus, so I'm not sure if Havertz is going to play 90 minutes. Maybe he's going to give 10-15 minutes to Jesus as well. So in my opinion, I'd prefer going from Watkins to Isaac more than I would go from Watkins to Havertz. I'm going with Salah cap this week, says Imran. That's fine, mate. They're both awesome. Palmer and Salah are both great. There's no doubt. And to be honest with you guys, there's one more thing which this thread did not mention. Fulham does not have their first choice centre backs. They're not having Anderson. They're not having Bassi. So, they're going to have to play with a makeshift defense, with Issa Diop and one more defender kind of covering up for the defenders. So that is not the ideal situation to be in, especially when you're playing Liverpool away from home. You need your central defenders to be compact, to do the talking, to manage the defense. If they're missing, I think it's going to be it could be a good day for Liverpool, a field day for Liverpool, I think. Start Rodgers or Mitoma? I would start Mitoma, Thakif. Zondrik says, when I compare Enzo and Semenyo last 5 weeks, I just don't want to play Semenyo at all. You're right, Zondrik. Semenyo has not done well in the past 5 weeks, but just the fact that you have him, you have to play him in this fixture. If you don't play him in this fixture, then there's no point in having Semenyo. It's better to sell him and move him on, West Ham are kind of not the best defense right now. They are leaking goals. So yeah, there is a chance that... By the way, there's also a discussion to be had about which goalkeeper to play. You can play Fabianski as well. You don't need to play Flecken. You can, if anybody has, just like me, you got... So the latest leak is Gabriel is present with the squad, but he has not told the source. So I don't know how should I trust him. There's no source along with his message, but this guy has posted that... Gabriel is with the squad. I don't know what that means though. Anyways, I'll let you know. I'll let you know in case any more updates come. I'll let you know. Sells or Henderson as a goalkeeper. Sells has got a tough match against Aston Villa. I expect Aston Villa to score. Crystal Palace, Brighton away. I'll play Sells over Henderson. Captaincy is gonna be tough today, I'm telling you this much. Wiz, who's your captain this week? I'm thinking of captaining Cole Palmer, mate. I'm thinking of captaining Cole Palmer. Who are you bringing in? I'm thinking of selling Ireland. And thinking of bringing in Isaac. What are you doing if Gabriel is not starting? I would make a transfer for a defender and start him and put Gabriel on the bench. I would not transfer Gabriel out. I'll show you just a second. Let me go to my transfers page, and I think we should break the suspense. This is getting too thrilling for my liking. All right, let's go. Alexander Isak, Bukayo Saka, Trent Alexander-Arnold. So this is the plan, guys. I've got 3 free transfers. I'm not gonna have to kind of take any hits for this, but I mean, this is the plan. This is what I'm thinking. I think this gives good stability to my team as well. I do like the sound of this move. You know, Isaac and Saka and Alexander-Arnold all coming in for the home games. And it's a kind of a good kind of entry point for all these players in my team. You know, they all got good kind of fixtures. So this is what I'm thinking right now. You know, if Gabriel doesn't play, I don't mind playing Alexander-Arnold, Aith Nouri and Colville. You know, I absolutely don't mind that. Otherwise, it's gonna have to be Colville on the bench, and I'm gonna play Alexander-Arnold, Gabriel, and Aith Nouri. So yeah, this is what I'm thinking, guys. Since you've all been asking me, he's been seen with the squad. Gabriel is being seen with the squad, guys. So this is the latest update. I don't know what to make of it, but I'm kind of telling you. Whatever I'm finding on the internet, I'm letting you know, guys. So they say Gabriel has been seen with the squad. Yeah. All right. Lighter says good moves. Thank you so much. Jackson is a good pick for long term. Yeah, sure, mate. Jackson is a decentish pick. Yeah, sure. Why not? He's on the bus. Somebody says he's on the bus. So Gabriel is on the bus. Anyways, guys, I mean, I think Gabriel is going to be all right. That's my point. I'm capping Salah, says Geeta. That's fine, mate. Cunha to Isaac or Mbumo to Gordon or both. I would do Cunha to Isaac. I would not do Mbumo to Gordon. I'd say keep... I mean, honestly, I would like for you to move from Mbumo to somebody like a Jared Bowen more than I would go to a Gordon. Or just keep Mbumo, you know. That's also fine. Or take some money out and maybe, you know, move to Enzo or somebody. I don't know. As of now, I'd say Cunha to Isaac is good enough, mate. Azmir says my transfers are in... I've got a message. Maybe it's a leak. No leak. Okay. My transfers are the same as yours, but the issue is instead of Mbumo, I have to take out Bruno to cater the transfers, and it's a bit sad. Azmir, it's all cool, mate. Do not worry about it. You know, real FPL and real life, FPL and the real life team you support should not be intermixed too much. It just causes a lot more pain. That's what I've noticed over the years. I mean, Palmer versus the Salah debate is kind of gonna continue to go on and on and on, and I don't know how to kind of sort out this debate, but I don't know. Gabriel is with the Arsenal squad. So everybody's kind of posting updates about Gabriel that he is with the squad. Nobody's kind of talking about whether he's starting or not, and I think, yeah. Imagine Haaland bags a hat trick. He bags a hat trick, then he can bag his hat trick and take it home, mate. It's just I don't know. I've stuck by Haaland a long time, and I think if I want Haaland, I can get him back by making 3 more transfers, and I think it's gonna be all right. It's not the end of the world. That's all I'm thinking. I need a team which has a structure which kind of supports me. I think I've been sticking with Haaland, and the returns have just not been up to the mark, in my personal opinion. Yes, he bags a hat-trick, but next game he has his Aston Villa away, which is by no stretch of imagination an easy game, So I'm thinking that, yes, from game week 18 till game week 20, he's got really good fixtures. West Ham home, I think, and I think he's got good fixtures. I give you that, but I think there are players who are matching him right now, so we don't need to kind of stick with Haaland. If I need to get him back, I'll make 3 transfers. I'll get him back. I'll take out Alexander-Arnold, I'll take out Saka, and I'll get Haaland back when I need to. As of now, I don't feel I'm going to have the need to get Haaland back, because if I had felt that, I would not be transferring out anyway. So you should kind of understand where I'm coming from, mate. Starting Johnson, benched Rodgers, start Gabriel or bench Van Hecke. Neil, I do not understand. Starting Johnson, bench Rodgers, start Gabriel on bench Van Hecke. I do not understand. Transfer made Enzo in for dribbling Salah captain. Nice, Jugs. Juggernaut is absolutely just yeah, just cold, just like Cole Palmer. He just makes his transfers, and that's it. It's just business, guys. And others like us keep mulling over our transfers for a long time and still not coming on the right end of luck. My doubt is also, like, if I get if I make my transfers, should I play Aït-Nouri or should I play Colville? This is also my doubt. Chelsea, because I feel they find it hard to keep clean sheets. That's the problem. Aït-Nouri, I expect to get attacking returns as well. That's exactly true. Also, he might score a hat-trick here and there, unless he is on this form more consistently. The value is better. I agree with that, mate. Absolutely agree. I think it's high time to get Trent Alexander-Arnold, especially when they've got a double game week on the horizon. Anyways, let's see. Van Hecke first on the bench for Gabriel. Start Johnson of Spurs over Rodgers. Agree with that. Agree with both of them, Neil. I think they're both good moves, mate. Oh, I think it's time for me to make my moves. We've got 9 minutes left, and I don't trust the hamsters as much as I should. Alright, so Lewis to Alexander-Arnold, Mbeumo to Saka, Haaland to Isaac. All free transfers, no cost, confirmed transfers. Boom. Just like that. I have my team ready to rumble and grumble. Keep Gabriel. Yes, I'm keeping Gabriel, mate. I'm going to put Trent Alexander-Arnold. Now the question is whether to put in Trent Alexander-Arnold for Aït-Nouri or Colville. Guys, I'm going to need your help on this one. Come on, be quick. Help me. Should I put Trent Alexander-Arnold in for Aït-Nouri or Colville? I really don't know, to be honest with you. Aït-Nouri or Colville, guys? Come on, all of you. Vote for it, guys. Vote for it. I want everybody watching the stream. 19 people watching the stream. Please vote for it. Let's see what you have to say. I like this poll, by the way, guys. You know, it helps me, you know, kind of quickly get to a decision. This poll thing is good. I enjoy it. Watford it? What? Watford it? I don't know. Understand, Sanjay. I really don't know what you mean. Watford is in the first division or in the championship. I think. I'm not really sure. I think they must be in the championship because they were relegated last season. Play Mbumo or Rogers? I would play Mbumo. I'd play Mbumo, I think. Vote for it. Oh, yeah, definitely vote for it. Please do vote for it. Wow, so only 7 votes, 21 people watching. Come on, guys. 33% is not going to cut it. I want you people to vote. All of you vote for it. Should I start Colville or 8th Nouri? Vote for it, guys. Take it away, guys. If they do well, you get the credit. The chat gets the credit. Keep Coolville. Yeah, I mean that's not a bad idea though. Welbeck or Wood? I would go with Welbeck. Is Welbeck even? Just a second, man. Just a second, and I will let you know. Did Welbeck even play the last game? Why am I not sure? I don't think Welbeck was even there. Yeah, he is subbed on, right? I would play Wood over Welbeck. I would play Wood. Wiz, what's happening on the draft league? How do we play it now? You just go to the draft league, you just set your team. Just all you can do is you can buy the players which have not been bought by anybody, and you can kind of set your teams. There's no captaincy in the draft as well, so there's nothing much to do there, but alright guys, so you've 11 votes only. Come on guys, just alright. If you don't want to vote, that's all good by me. I'm just gonna show you the results. There you go. 8th Nouri, man. Guys, come on. You want me to play 8th Nouri over Colville? Interesting. Interesting to say the least. Interesting to say the least. Hang on. Hey Wes, do you think Dean to Carcass is a good move? I think it's alright, Marco. I mean, it's not... There's not much difference, to be honest with you. Dean has not been getting too many attacking returns at all. So I think, yes, it's alright. Moving him to Kirkash is alright, bro. I'm thinking, guys. 8th Nouri versus Colville. This is the decision which is left for me to make. We are hearing... somebody's posting an update about Wolves. We are hearing Cunha starts on the bench for Wolves, he says. How many followers? He has 20,000 followers as well, guys. You need to... If anybody owns Cunha, you must take a look at this one, guys. I'll show you so that nobody can later on come to my DMs and start swearing. We are hearing Cunha starts on the bench for Wolves this afternoon with Wong deputizing for him. Not sure how that is going to go down amongst the fans or how the team shape will change. Strange one for Gary O'Neill. So this is the update. Nouri is a better pick, says Abbas. Nouri is an attacking pick, yes. I mean, better, I don't know. But Colville obviously doesn't get too many attacking returns, but Nouri has a chance to get attacking returns. So I guess I'm going to go with Nouri then. Right, Nouri... Todd recommended Colville, but personally in my mind I always was gonna go with Colville, so I was gonna go with the Nouri, so I don't know, I might as well still stick with Nouri. Chelsea will lose a clean sheet, that's what I'm thinking. You know, they always find a way to concede 1 or 2 goals, especially if somebody like a Yoen Wissa or Mbumo. I hope it's not Mbumo, though I transferred him out right now. Do I have all home games in my team? Oh man, this only guys, what about Flecken or Fabianski? Alright, let's go with Flecken or Fabianski. Quickly guys, we don't have that much time left. So if you vote, I would be really, really thankful to you. Somebody's posted the team. Alisson, Alexander-Arnold, Gomez, Virgil van Dijk, Robertson, Gravenberch, Jones, Salah, Szoboszlai, Gakpo, Luis Diaz. It's just a fairly normal team. But they've posted the team. FPL Red Memorabilia. This guy has posted it. Start Mbeumo or Rodgers. I would start Mbeumo over Rodgers, mate. It's on penalties. You always have to take a chance with the guys who are on penalties. There's no point in playing them unless... Fabianski or Flecken, guys. Come on. Quick. I'm gonna go with Fabianski, guys, I think. Although I've got conflict of interest with both of them, I think I'm gonna go with Fabianski. Oh shit, I need to show you my team. I think I'm gonna go with Fabianski. I don't think it's gonna make a huge difference. Keepers don't have a huge ceiling anyways. But Bournemouth are in good form as well, so at Chelsea I don't expect my keepers to keep a clean sheet anyways, so it doesn't make a difference, but at least we gotta take a chance, right? Take a chance that Semenyo doesn't do. Todd says Fabianski, so I'm gonna go with Fabianski because I'm not going with Colville. If Colville keeps a clean sheet, I'll remember Todd's comment then. I hope Ait Nouri scores something, does something. I mean, if Gabriel doesn't play, then it all is kind of for nothing, because then he's gonna come inside. Come in the team anyway. Guys, 30 seconds to go. Please lock your teams. We don't have that much time left. All of you lock your teams. I'll play Cunha regardless. That's fine, bro. I just wanted to show you. Guys, lock your teams. Lock your teams. All of you. I need to refresh my team as well. The hamsters are working fine, guys. The hamsters are working overtime today. They're doing well. My captain is Palmer. My vice captain is Salah. Rodgers first on the bench. Colville. I think this is fine. Made 3 transfers today, guys. It's deadline. It's deadline. I'm hoping for a good week, guys. I really do hope for a good week. I really hope for the sake of a change, I have a good week. Alright then, let's see if we had any leaks or anything or anything of that sort which we kind of missed. I don't think so. There you go. FPL Tony's posted something. No, he's just posted his own team. So we didn't miss anything. We did not miss anything at all. Anyways, let's see what happens. Well, guys, it's time to enjoy a quick FPL Juggernaut says, I like all your 3 moves. Thank you so much, mate. I hope it works out. Apparently the Liverpool team is out. I shared the team, Light Race. I read it out aloud when I was streaming, but I was not sure whether it was the right team or not, but I still shared it so that, for the benefit of anybody. But there's no surprises. The team which has been shared, I don't see any surprises in that one. It's simply this Alisson, Alexander-Arnold, Gomez. Hang on, I'll just put it on the chat. This is the team which has been shared. There are no surprises. And there are no spaces. Alisson, Alexander-Arnold, Gomez, Virgil van Dijk, Robertson, Gravenberch, Jones, Salah, Szoboszlai, Gakpo and Luis Diaz. And that's about it. Let's see how it goes now. Well, guys, on this note, I'm going to have to leave you now. So it's the weekend. I'm going to have to go and, just meet with my friends before I come back and kind of view all the games together. Today is a good day for football. Although I'd love to have 3 games today, but, 2 is good. There's going to be some good games, especially with Arsenal playing first. So I'm going to see you next week for next week's deadline stream, guys. I hope you, at the start of the... Gabriel will not be playing at Anfield. Yes, of course. I hope not. But do Liverpool have a player with the name of Gabriel? Arsenal have got 3 actually, innit? Gabriel Magalhaes, Gabriel Martinelli, and Gabriel. There was another Gabriel, right? What was his? One was he? Gabriel Magalhaes, Gabriel Martinelli, and there was another Gabriel. I remember. I just can't kind of remember. Remember his name. What was the third? There was three Gabriel. Gabriel Jesus, exactly. There you go. George says. Yeah. I don't remember Liverpool having anybody with the name of Gabriel. Yeah. Even Arsenal youngsters have a player named Mohamed Salah. Do you know that? there's a Arsenal youth player. You know, his name is Mohamed Salah. So Arsenal really like Salah. That you know, they kind of getting youngsters with the same name, hoping they turn out to be like Salah. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for being on the stream today. I really had so much fun. I hope everybody has a great week, and I'll see you for next week's deadline stream. Till then, take care. Have a great one, and I'll be back next week streaming. May the arrows be green, guys. Take care, and bye.